Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's First Coast News Sports Director Chris Porter.
Oh, an instant classic tonight here in Jacksonville, FLA, as our Jacksonville Jaguars got it done against those hated Tennessee Titans. When it looked as if we may be going home with an L, the defense made a stop, and the offense did just enough, and I mean just enough, for us to get the win. Look at the fans filing out of TIAA Bank Field, all of them smiling. We've been hearing Duval. We've been seeing towels waving. We will be hosting a playoff game here in our city next week. Who will play? That is to be determined. Hello, everybody. Chris Porter here outside of TIAA Bank Field, where our Jacksonville Jaguars, a team that only won 3 games last year, have now tripled their win total, 9-8, a winning season. Who would have thunk it, as my grandma would say, after only winning 3 games last year? And what about Mike Caldwell's defense, making the plays when it had to, making the stops when the offense was struggling a bit? The Jags knocking off the Titans tonight, 2016. Now, let me show you a live look at the podium because, yes, this is the post-game show, and I can guarantee you that we are going to hear from Doug Pederson. We are also going to hear from Trevor Lawrence, I'm being told. And remember, this is live television, folks, from my director, that the podium is not ready quite yet. And I'm sure Pederson and the squad, they are inside the locker room celebrating. I mean, just think about it. All this franchise went through last season, the ups and downs of the season, and this young team found a way to put it all together when it mattered most. Now, James Coleman is here with me, and if he can come on, walk on in. Again, we're waiting on Doug Pederson or Trevor Lawrence or whomever big time to come to the podium. James, you talk about, first of all, having a ball game in which the AFC title's on the line, the playoff is on the line, and then guess what? It's an instant classic.
Oh, man, it was just great. Defensive matchup. Offense wasn't clicking, but, man, big players make big-time plays in big-time games like this. We talked about it in the pregame show. Make plays that make people remember you. Man, this was a heck of a memorable game right here. Can't wait till next week.
Now, you guys were standing outside of the stadium. It sounds as if the 60-plus thousand that were here, most of them are still on the inside because I hear fans cheering. Now, James, when this ball game opened up, it looked as if the pride of Yulee, Derrick Henry, was going to have yet another big game. The Titans came out, and their MO was to be physical.
Oh, yeah, they just ran the ball, tried to play time of possession, good clock management, play good defense. Their defense was on point as well. They played very physical, but the Jags did match that intensity. They did not do very well in the ground game, but on defense, that's really where they made their mark. And what happened was they forced the quarterback to have to make a play, and that's where you saw the mistakes happen, and that's where you saw these guys capitalize, especially in that second half.
Let's also talk about Joshua Dobbs. He had a solid first half. You're talking about a guy who hadn't played in forever. He performed well in that first half. Didn't really play bad in that second half, but that's a testament to the likes of Trayvon Walker getting pressure or getting penetration and the people around him making it happen.
Trayvon Walker also made a great tackle on Derrick Henry.
Who?
Walker made a great tackle on Derrick Henry, taking that fatal stiff arm, but making sure he got him behind the line of scrimmage. Again, bottling the playmaker up when you needed to. And again, it's the reason why Josh Dobbs, who is a great person, phenomenal scholar, not a starting quarterback consistently in the NFL. You force those guys to beat you, and if that's just God's will if they beat you. But what we saw that hand of God working when he fumbled that ball. We got that touchdown, so it was great.
Now, this is a very young team, a very experienced team, a team that is having its first winning season since 2017, the last time we won the AFC South Division title. They looked a little nervous early on, but one mark of a good team is making the plays when you have to. And although Trevor Lawrence missed a couple of passes there, 2 to the end zone that could have changed how the game ended up going, this young team still find a way to make clutch plays. What does that say about them?
It says great. Again, attitude reflects leadership. When you got a guy like Doug Pederson, who is a championship-level coach, he's going to bring you in competent situations. And if you feel like you're in a competent situation, you'll never lose faith, no matter how tight the game was. And what you saw from the difference between the beginning of the season and the end of the season is that the Jaguars always kept faith, and the game was close enough, and they knew they were one play away. And that's all. And they just kept playing for that one play and not making the mistakes that young teams make. They weren't in sync. They could get that corrected. But, man, this is going to be a team that could get hot in the playoffs.
When Doug Pederson took the job last February, a lot of people were extremely excited about it because, as you know, he won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles, so he had that championship pedigree. He brought that championship pedigree here to Jacksonville. He also played the quarterback position, and we all know, James, in this league, the teams that consistently get to the playoffs, the teams that consistently have a chance to compete for that Super Bowl are the teams that have a top franchise quarterback. Boy, did he do a good job of developing Trevor Lawrence this season.
I mean, great. Again, when he's not necessarily doing it with his arm and being as accurate, he's just making good plays and getting you in a better position, using his legs, trying not to make up stuff. That's kind of what the problem was his rookie year, was he was trying to be a little bit too much kind of on the fly. But right now, Trevor Lawrence, that leadership is really what it's coming down to. And for a second-year player to be that much of a leader, man, that's great.
James showing that he is the consummate professional. People saying they love me. I want to tell them I love them right back. It's that kind of mood here in Jacksonville. If you're just joining us, if you were hiding under a rock and didn't happen to watch the ball game here on ABC 25, the Jacksonville Jaguars picked up their 5th straight win tonight, knocking off the hated Tennessee Titans, the boys from Nashville, 2016. Jaguars also took care of business the first time they played them, 36-22. For so long, they've had that mental grip on us. I think the tide has changed.
Well, that's one of the benefits of having a young team. A bunch of those guys don't remember the Titans knocking the Jags out of the playoffs. A bunch of those guys don't remember the consecutive losses. And Doug Pederson, being a guy who's not from this area, doesn't care. And that's one of the best things I think Shad Khan did this go-around, is not bringing in a guy who was just a part of the previous thing or just somebody that's good to the area like your Urban Meyer. You brought in a guy, didn't know much about the area. You brought him in and you trusted him to be able to shape this team in the manner in which it needed to be. A couple more key pieces, man, it's going to be exciting in the next few years.
I'll tell you what, one of the guys that Shad Khan decided to keep was General Manager Trent Baalke, and he took a lot of heat for it. He, along with Doug Pederson, went out and acquired the likes of Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, Zay Jones. Let's talk about Christian Kirk. Tonight, he came out, number one, let's say this, he has a career, a number of yards this year, over 1,000 for the first time in his career. He had a big game tonight.
I mean, let's just look at all of the different pieces. And again, I'm not the biggest Baalke fan, but I got to give credit. You have Christian Kirk, over 1,000 yards. You've got Trevor Lawrence, over 4,000 yards. You got Evan Ingram. I believe he might have got the 800-yard mark, or he's gotten close. You got your running back, over 1,000 yards. Consistent marks, and that's just, it's hard to not have exciting offense and win games when you have that kind of production. So kudos and tip of the cap to that guy. And also, the best trade, the best piece is waiting next year, and a Calvin Ridley. So who knows what this offense is going to look like next year?
No doubt about it. Again, we're waiting for Jaguars head coach Doug Pederson to come to the podium. When he is there, we are going to take it live. In fact, we're going to give you all the postseason or post-game love. It's postseason. We're going to postseason, post-game love that you can have. Meanwhile, our Destiny McKeever, she is with some fans. And so, Destiny, you were inside the stadium. Tell me what the atmosphere was like. And also, let's hear from some fans.
Hey, so we are here with an exciting fan. Tell us how you feel about that win.
It was an awesome win, man. With all the things the Jags have been through these last years, with the #1 pick back-to-back years, this is a great year to be a Jaguar, man. Let's go. It was always the Jags. It was always the Jags. Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Blue ball.
So tell us what was the best part of the game? What did you feel like the best part was?
Rayshon Jenkins, man, he's been coming up big all year. Cowboys with the pick 6 and OT, and then that big strip sack right there, Josh Allen taking it to the crib. Let's go.
What did you think about Trevor Lawrence? How did he perform tonight?
He played well. He played well. Good teams find a way to win when stuff ain't going that great. Trevor Lawrence has been lighting it up all year. He's going to do a great job for us in the playoffs.
Give us your best
We have
move on.
to interrupt you right here because we're being told that Jaguars owner Shad Khan is talking to one of the reporters, our reporters. Let's listen in live.
I mean, he did have the crystal ball, okay? So he's the man with the crystal ball, and he always said that. And at times it sounded, okay. But as long as, mathematically we weren't eliminated, we knew we were in it. I mean, we've got a great talented group of players, who are here, and obviously the best staff, and with Trent and his team. I've always had confidence that, we will be getting where we need to go.
How antsy were you with 5 minutes to go as the clock was
Well,
ticking?
you know what? I'm seasoned now. How antsy was I on the Dallas game or the Ravens game? So we've had games like that coming down from a number of points. So this team's done it, and that's a huge difference.
John, what does it mean to beat the Titans to do it so well?
Well, I think, they've had great success, and our record against them has not been good. We know that. So it's, a huge achievement to do it twice. So, this is going to be a great division here and great rivalries, and I'm looking forward.
Sean, from your vantage point, what has Doug done in a short amount of time to change the culture here?
I think you'll have to wait for his next book, okay? He has a book out already, so I won't steal a lot of the thunder, but, it's practicing what he's preaching. I think that is, he walks the walk and never gets too high or too low, and, his whole approach is to help players get better. So I think, obviously, all of us are really proud to know him and what he's done. So, okay.
Thanks, Sean.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I'll look over here, right down.
Yeah.
1, 2,
So you just heard from Jaguars owner Shad Khan, who I know is all smiles. He took a lot of heat last year for hiring Urban Meyer. He then went out and got a Super Bowl winning coach in Doug Pederson, and man, is it paying big dividends for this team. Let's take a live look at the podium. We are still waiting on Jaguars head coach Doug Pederson. His team now 9-8 on the season, AFC South Division champions. They will host a home game next week. More of our Ready to Roar post-game show after this timeout.
Imagine paying for a Tesla you can't drive.
I was very fearful to have that car.
Her back wheel came off driving down JTB with her child in the car.
I was terrified. I reached out to them multiple times, and they basically ignored me.
I went to the local dealership, even tweeted Elon Musk.
I don't think that it would have been resolved without you. I really appreciate everything you've done for us.
Is someone giving you the runaround? I'll get answers. Ask Anthony. First Coast News on your side.
Hi, I'm Jack Hanania Jr. At the Hanania Automotive Group, we want you to have a low-stress buying experience and the confidence in your next purchase. Inventory is back, which means you will find the vehicle you want and no compromising.
Thank you for being part of the Hanania family.
This new tent's amazing.
Yeah, and it was easy to pay off with the low rates on our Platinum card from Navy Federal Credit Union. Can't imagine where we'd be without them.
Should.
Yeah.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Norman, bad news. I never graduated from med school.
What?
But the good news is, it's the Xfinity Hello 2023 sale. Now hurry, and you can get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month. Plus, when you add Xfinity Mobile, you get the best price for 2 lines of unlimited.
I gotta get this deal.
And for a limited time, get $500 back. I don't want to miss that.
That's amazing, Doc.
Drop everything. Get to the Xfinity Hello 2023 sale. Click, call, or visit a store today.
Hi, I'm Jack Hanania Jr. At the Hanania Automotive Group, we want you to have a low-stress buying experience and the confidence in your next purchase. Inventory is back, which means you will find the vehicle you want and no compromising.
Thank you for being part of the Hanania family.
Welcome back to our Ready to Roar post-game show. Jaguars won 20-16. Let's get to the podium to Doug Pederson.
With them but just so happy and proud, happy for Mr. Khan. Obviously, it's been a while, that he's had 9 wins, and just so happy that we were able to do that for him today as well.
Can you describe Rayshon's strip sack and Josh Allen's touchdown, how that play developed for you guys?
I mean, as a coach, you're excited, but as a coach, you go, okay, it's got to go to replay. And then when it was confirmed, it's the break we needed. Again, it's just how the defense, I think defense and special teams won this football game for us. And And that's okay. It's okay. And we found a way. That was a great play. We needed it. We needed to find a way. Guys did it. Hats off to the defense and our special teams. Agnew and the guys did a heck of a job.
Hey, Coach, congrats. How far has this team come this season to be able to play and win a game like this one?
We've come so far. Just think about back in April and May when we first got together. You're trying to teach a winning culture. You're trying to flip, a script, so to speak. And you're just not sure until you start playing games just how that's going to look. And, listen, these guys, they trust in me. I trust in them. And they never wavered. And to get a game like this, down the stretch, it's just it's pretty incredible, to win nine games in our first year together is pretty impressive for the guys in the locker room.
And what did you think about the environment and the fans here at the bank tonight?
It was electric. It was what we were hoping for, and the crowd delivered. It was loud. They stayed to the end. I'm very proud of our fans. We're going to need them again, in a week or so, and just a great way to cap off the regular season. As we head into the postseason, and we're going to need them again. So let's gear up and get ready. It was awesome, though.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Obviously, the Dallas game showed what home field could advantage with your 12th man, and boy, did it come up big today. The louder it became. When you took this job, this is a town waiting to erupt here with some success, and we saw that with the 12th man. Seattle's known for it, but boy, Jacksonville's waiting to erupt here. Does that really make you feel pretty enthusiastic about what lies ahead?
Yeah, that's just it. Listen, we understand, too, that we've got to do our jobs and we've got to win football games. In order to get crowds like that, you got to win on the field, and that's what our guys have done. Here the second half of the season, they've put themselves in this position. We talked about playing meaningful games in the month of December and January, and so here we are. And the more success we have, the fans will show up, and they did that. And so very proud of our fans. It was a great atmosphere. Electric and loud, everything we expected.
Hey, Doug, you mentioned kind of building that winning culture. What was needed when you first dug into that, and when did you realize you had it?
I think what was needed was trust. I think trust was broken with this team, when I took the job, and so I had to regain their trust as a coach. And it's not an overnight. I said this way back then. It's not an overnight fix. It's going to take a process. It's going to take a journey. And I think they saw right away that that they can trust in me. I can trust in them. And it's one of the things I'm always going to do is I'm going to shoot them straight. I'm going to be honest with them. The transparency is key. The communication is key. And I think we just built over time that trust factor, and it began to show. Throughout the course of the year. And I think that's why, we hung together, in the middle part of our year, that month of October. You have 5 straight losses. It could go sideways in a hurry, and it didn't. And we just had to, dig a little deeper. And, it's not about coaching harder or playing harder or practicing harder. It's none of that. It's just, you just got to tighten a few things up. You just got to play a little bit better. And eliminate the mistakes. We did that, and here we are.
Obviously, every team last season postseason has the goal, but for this team in particular, from where they were a year ago, to this moment tonight, I know you weren't here yet a year ago, but this moment tonight, what it means to these guys that have been here for a couple of years, when you put that into context?
I think it means everything, to these guys that have been here. They were at an ultimate low coming off of last season, obviously, and now they're at an ultimate high with more football to play. And so it's, and that's really the roller coaster of emotions that a football season can bring. But, these guys, the guys that have been here, you can see it in their faces, just how excited and proud and it's not relief, but it's enthusiasm, and it means everything to them. They take it to heart, and it's something that we can continue to build upon. We're not where we need to be or want to be, but at the same time, we're building it, and we're building it one piece, one player, one game at a time, and this was a really good start for us this year.
Hey, Doug, you talked about the Josh Allen touchdown, but just how important was that early Tyson Campbell interception, and how much has he grown sort of over the course of the year?
Tyson's improved so much through the course of the year, and he's a tough player to throw at and against, and he's so long and athletic, and to make plays like that, I mean that's what great corners in this league do, and he's such a humble kid and just wants to learn and get better, and the way he practices every day.
He gave the fans a lot of credit for the victory today. The Jaguars getting it done 2016. Folks, we got to pay a few bills, so we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more of our post-game show. Our Jacksonville Jaguars, AFC South Division champs, knocking off the Titans 2016. We're back after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Lauren. It's been a while, I know. Life has been so good. Baby boy, baby number 2, was born at the end of August, and he came very abruptly. But when he arrived, it was just like this magical moment where my heart multiplied. Well, I sat through 2 hurricanes being home with my babies, and I'm excited to talk meteorology again because I sing nursery rhymes all day. So I hope everyone's ready for the Lauren energy. Set those alarms. I'll see you on Good Morning Jacksonville.
D5 Implant Centers offer true permanent all-zirconia implant-supported teeth in 7 days, not temporaries you wear for months like many centers offer.
I got the D5 procedure done and got my final permanent teeth in 1 week.
Call D5 Implant Centers today.
At Fair and Farah, we fight for people from all walks of life. It doesn't matter how much money you have, we fight.
It doesn't matter what neighborhood you call home, we fight. Helping those who need it most. It's our promise and #1 goal. Putting the clients first is greater than our own success. And remember, when it comes to compensation, you only get one shot. Make it count.
Fair and Farah, accept no substitute.
What's up, Jacksonville? Public service announcement for you. No matter what you're watching, here in Jacksonville and at Shark Coating, there's one team we support. Say it with me. Go Jags!
Any other questions about your loan with Navy Federal Credit Union?
All good. Thanks again for answering my call. I know it's late back home. I can't imagine where I'd be without you guys.
Are you still there?
Thanks so much.
Have a good one. Thanks for calling.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Oh, I'm hearing a lot of Duval. Jacksonville Jaguars got it done tonight. You're looking live at TIAA Bank Field, where a standing room-only crowd watched the Jaguars take it down to the very last minutes of the ball game. They had us on the edge of our seats, and it was the defense making a play that allowed the Big Cats to get the victory. Again, folks, I'm standing here live outside of the bank. Man, does it feel good to know that our Jacksonville Jaguars will be playing at home next week, a playoff game. Last time we played a playoff game at home, we beat the Buffalo Bills in the wild card round 10-3. Meanwhile, we got reporters spread all across TIAA Bank Field. And let's swing it over to Zach Wilcox. Earlier today, he showed us some good eats. Let's see what he has for us now. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Chris, we were almost like a stick in a stream out here at Gate 1 as 70,000 plus fans streamed out of the stadium, and my ears are still kind of recovering from all the Duvals. You actually still have those echoes going on, but let's get to Justin here. He's been waiting so patiently to chat with us, man. I love the jersey. I love the towel. I'm jealous I didn't get one. What was tonight like?
Tonight was just electrifying, man. It was just so many people. The whole city came together just to support their Jags. It's just phenomenal how they just showed up to support and defend our Jags after a 5-year losing streak. Now Doug Pederson came in and just changed out all that under just 1 year, or just the continuing of how he is there now.
Gotcha. I mean, does it feel like this is why you're a fan? It's these moments that you're waiting for, hoping for?
Oh yes, after 2017, I just been waiting and waiting and waiting for that moment to show like we're not just a losing culture, like an easy win or anything like that. It's just phenomenal how Doug Pederson came in and just changed that. And like now you can see all the happy faces that you haven't seen in a long time.
Gotcha. What was the best moment tonight?
Oh, the best moment was like that interception for a pick six. That was a good one. And the second one was the fumble recovery by Josh Allen and for another pick six. That was phenomenal. That got the whole entire city, the entire crowd just on their feet and just cheer for joy.
Yeah, gotcha. Quite a roller coaster. Thank you so much, Justin, for chatting with us. So later on in the show, we're going to take a look. I was all around the stadium, all around the JAGS side, popped in and out of different sections, just to get an idea of that, the feel of the game. So we'll take a look at that the next time you come back to check in with me. But for now, out in front of the bank, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News Sports.
Good stuff, Zach. Jaguar fans more than excited tonight, and for good reason. Man, 5 straight wins now for our Jaguars. 5 straight AFC South Division champs, knocking off the Titans tonight. 2016, more from the coaches, more from the players, more from you, the fans. You're watching our Ready to Roar post-game show live outside of TIAA Bank Field on ABC 25. We're back after this timeout.
At Hardee's, no matter what you choose, it's the right choice. Because our new 4 for $6 deal lets you make your own combo. Mix and match, then feast or snack on the food you're craving, all for just $6. Combine your favorite flavors into the perfect deal with our new 4 for $6 menu only at Hardee's.
My dad escaped communist Cuba in search of freedom in America. Thanks to the values he taught me, I've been blessed to live the American dream. I'm Leanna Gutierrez-Kember. I built a transportation business and created jobs. I'm a former teacher and an advocate for survivors of domestic violence. I've dedicated my life to serving our community. On the City Council, I'm fighting to cut taxes and keep our community safe. Together, we can build a brighter future for Jacksonville.
Sponsored by JAGS First. At Navy Federal Credit Union, it all starts with members like you. Because we were founded as a not-for-profit with a mission dedicated to your well-being, with everyday banking tools and loans, all backed by 24/7 support. The kind of support that comes from being a proud partner within your community. Because when you're a member, it all starts and ends with you. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Nothing tastes better than savings. Hardee's new 4 for $6 deal lets you mix and match your favorite flavors. That's sweet, savory, crispy, crunchy, or beefy, all for just $6. Create your favorite combinations with our new 4 for $6 deal, only at Hardee's.
Welcome back to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, home of your AFC South Division champion Jacksonville Jaguars. They got it done tonight, beating the Titans 20-16. Let's go to the podium now and listen in to more, Christian Kirk is at the podium. Let's listen in to the guy who had a big game tonight, wide receiver Christian Kirk.
It's tough for us, but when you look back to it, for all of us, it's something that we went through, we persevered, and we came out on the better side of. And since we went through that, I think whenever we get in these type of games and things may not be going right, momentum's kind of not going our way, and we may be down, nobody blinks, nobody hesitates, no negative thoughts go into our minds, and we just know that if we just keep chipping away at it, things will go our way. And personally, I think that tonight wasn't our best performance, but at the end of the day, it's all about how you finish and getting wins, especially this late in the season. So just so happy and proud of everybody, the way that they fought, and just glad that we were able to get this win and get in.
Hey, Christian, can you, if possible, describe for us what it was like walking into that locker room after this game, the emotion, and you know, just sort of the picture of being the champs after being so far behind the 8 ball?
Yeah, unbelievable. Just you could just see all the joy, and you know that type of energy comes from all the amount of hard work and dedication and sacrifice, you know, by each and every person, you know, in this building to get to this point, and for it to pay off. It's just it's an incredible feeling. And to be able to share that moment, you know, everybody in this building that's a part of this deserves to feel that. And like I said, just you know, so happy that you know, we get to enjoy this moment, and you know, keep working towards our goals that, you know, we've put in front of us.
Congratulations, Christian. The Cowboys game, you guys were able to win in walk-off fashion defensively, and it looks like tonight the defense led to the final points again. So this team is not only proving that they can do well offensively to win games, but what about your thoughts about the way the defense has been able to pull off game-winning points to enable you to come away with these triumphs?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. They won us the game tonight. They've been incredible these past couple of weeks, and you know, tonight offensively we had our struggles. Didn't put our best foot forward, but defense just kept trucking away, and they put us in position and kept us in the game the whole entire time. And you know, they got so many guys over there that just make plays and their energy. And you know, it's for us offensively, just you know, watching them and feeding off of their energy. You know, they set the tone tonight, and you know, just you know, obviously very glad to be on their team and just to be able to watch them work. And like I said, they won us the game tonight.
Well, again, you had two. And we can't do a follow-up. We just go. We have time for 2 more. We got players ready. Okay. You can go ahead and then write in them with that. Go ahead.
Christian.
So you were hearing from Jaguars wide receiver Christian Kirk, who had a phenomenal night tonight. He's one of the guys the Jaguars picked up during the offseason. Many were complaining about the amount of money that they paid him, but it has paid big dividends. He's having a career year in receiving yards. He had a spectacular night tonight. Again, the Jacksonville Jaguars, AFC South Division champions. They knocked off the Tennessee Titans tonight, 2016. That means we've got a playoff game. Playoffs? Playoffs? Yes, a playoff game here at home. Now listen, folks, our post-game show is coming to a close, but we've got a special edition of First Coast News. What time is it now? Almost after midnight, and we'll continue to hear from more players, coaches, and fans. Jaguars, AFC South Division champions. Don't you go anywhere. We got more live coverage with you. Come on back.
This has been a First Coast News special